BookTube, and today I'm coming to you with my first SFF Babble, and that is recommendations for my favourite urban fantasies, and I have a few for you, so here we go. So I have two main ones that I'd like to recommend. I think I've got the whole what is and what isn't urban fantasy pretty much down pat. My two main ones that I'm recommending and I really love, my first one is the Iron Druid series by Kevin Hearn, and the first book in that series is Hounded. I have only read the first one in this series, but I really liked it. It was it had, the main character got developed really nicely. We found out a lot about him and his life, and I read it late 2 years ago, and I've got to get back to the rest of them because they're in my library at work. Based around a druid who is many years old, but looks like he's in his early 20s. He has a shop where he sells special teas, herbal teas, to the local university student crowd, and it's in the middle of middle America somewhere where it's hot, and it's not somewhere where you think that you'd find a traditional Celtic druid, and he's besieged by all sorts of mythical creatures. My next one is the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher, and the first one, again, I've only read the first one in the series, but I'm told that one's probably one of the weakest books, and I really liked it anyway, and that was Stormfront. Our main character is a PI type character who goes and investigates stuff, but he has magical abilities, and the whole world has magical abilities basically. And Jim Butcher has also done a series of graphic novels. This is the first one, and it is not a graphic novelization of a book, it's an original story of its own, and it is Wildcard. And I've read the first few issues of this, and then they weren't getting the rest of the issues in at my comic book store, which should have been a sign that something was going badly, because then they closed. So I ordered in the graphic novel hardback volume 1, and that is Wildcard. So this is done by no one. There is no one on the front. No one. Let's go inside. So we have a nice hardback cover. So it's Jim Butcher's Dresden Files. Apparently a machine did this one. The cover was illustrated by Carlos Gomez. Oh, there we go. We've got written by Jim Butcher, obviously, and Mark Powers. Artwork by Carlos Gomez, Sean Isaac, and lots more people, because it's a graphic novel. So that one I really enjoyed as well. Other recommendations, this is an obvious one, Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, where a ordinary boy is pulled into an underworld, literally under London, in the tunnels, where everything is fantastical and a little bit scary. Really good book, just in Neil Gaiman style, really wonderful to read. In the same vein, it would probably be American Gods would be very similar, but for adults as opposed to for children. I don't know if it Neverwhere is supposed to be for children, but it feels like it's more children than adult gods. American Gods is. The next two are in a very similar vein. They are the vampires are real and present in everyday life, and that means some other fantastical creatures are also real. We have wares, we have all sorts of things. The first one, this is the Anita Blake series by Laurel K. Hamilton. This is the second book in the series. I don't have the first in physical copy, and this is The Laughing Corpse. This series Anita Blake is a resurrector of zombies. Basically, she can bring back people from the dead, but they are zombies. She works as a consultant for the police. So she brings back people from the dead to ask who actually killed them. The last ones that I want to mention, and I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of these, which is the Sookie Stackhouse adventures, which got made into the True Blood TV series. These are by Charlene. I'm Australian, so I'm going to go with Charlene Harris. I have every single one of these books. These are my favourite editions, where it's something in the blood. It sort of looks like a outline of something, and I adore these ones. Sookie Stackhouse is a southern girl living in Lafayette, Bonton, and she is just a waitress, and that's all she ever says she is. However, it turns out she's part fae, and she can read people's minds. Not that she wants to most of the time. And when she first meets a vampire, it is vampire Bill Compton, and it's like a breath of fresh air because she can't hear his mind, and it's just amazing. So I think there's like 13 books in this series, and I love it. I absolutely love them. So yeah, that's my first video for the SFF. I'm going to have trouble with that one forever. Babbles, and I hope that you enjoy any of these if you pick them up. And see you next time. Happy reading. Bye.